What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Niko and I'm excited to share with you today minor scales. Now, as we discussed in the last video that went over major scales, each note on the piano has a family. So without further ado, let's flip it up to the camera above and get started with today's lesson. We covered in the last video major scales, and these are happy, and each note, so there's 12 notes on the piano. Let me walk you through them one more time so this really sinks in. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. So each of these 12 notes has a family, and this family has 7 notes inside of it. So let's look at the family of C major. So there's a C major and a C minor. So I want you to think of your family here. Let's say your family's really happy and excited. You're gonna play the C major scale, which I'm gonna show to you right now. So this goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then back to C. Now, in the C major chord, we number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. If we take number 6, this is the one family member that's an angry family member. They're a pissed off family member. You don't want to deal with them for most of the time, but they are the key to figuring out the relative minor. So if I'm looking to play the relative minor of C major, I go up to that 6th one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I know A minor. So the A minor scale is still playing all the white notes here. So let me continue playing this. Now we're going to start in A minor. So those notes should be highlighted in the keyboard above. Okay, so here's what's interesting. And you should definitely review the major scale one again because it's gonna help you develop chord progressions, understand melodies, and much more. Minor scales are just a little bit different. There's a couple different tweaks between how many half steps there are, when those half steps occur, and when they are whole steps. So let's walk through the A minor chord. So we start off with an A, and we have one whole step to the next note. So 1 to 2 is a whole step. And then 2 to 3 is actually a half step. So a big difference between the major scale and the minor scale is this 2, 3 right here. Typically in a major scale, it would go like this. Because we have a whole step between 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3, there's a whole step. But we're gonna stay minor here. So let's walk through the rest of this scale. 1 whole step, half step, and then we do whole steps. And then there's a half step right here. Whole step, whole step. So let's walk through these based on the numbers. So you see the numbers above: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so in between 2 and 3, and then 5 and 6, that's when the half steps exist. Everything else is whole steps. So let's go using this strategy and find the scale of another minor scale. So let's think now. I want to play F sharp minor scale. So I go here, I find my F sharp, and then I have to take a whole step. So I count 1, 2, okay? Then I take a half step because, again, between 2 and 3, that's when we're taking a half step. Then a whole step, right? So between 5 and 6 now we're taking a half step, up a whole step, and then up a whole step to finish. Now, if I were to play F sharp major, this is how it would sound. F sharp minor. Now, if you're a little bit confused on the fingering, I'm gonna have another video that literally walks you through every single major scales fingering and then the minor fingering as well. So do not fear, that video is probably up on the page already, and if not, it is coming soon. Okay, let's walk through one more example here. Let's do a B flat minor scale. So if you're confused on flats and sharps, just know this much, that A sharp is the same thing as B flat, because you're going down a half step versus up a half step. So let's break this one down. So we have our first note, the root here, and then we count 1, 2, okay, this is a whole step, and then we have to take a half step. So that next note, whole step from 4 to 5, half step, whole step, right? So if you'd like to find, again, these relative majors, just start off with the major scale and then find that number 6. And that, again, remember 6 in your head as that's the angry uncle that I have, that's the angry family member, because each of these notes has a family. They have a happy family and a sad family. So I hope this video has helped you figure out more about the piano, and this is going to help you out in so many different ways. Whether you need to find the chords to a certain key, whether you need to figure out what notes are comprised in the melody, that's what this is here for. So let me know in the comments what you thought about the video. Additionally, if you want to learn how to play your favorite song on the piano the fastest and easiest way possible, check out the private video link in the description down below. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.